Yeah, he gets it twice a day.
I done some stretches this morning also.
Okay, so we did our stretches. All right, let's quick reflection. I see. What is that again? What's that? Yes.
Drink on your feet.
Okay, wait for your turn, Jeff.
That's what I want.
Think on your feet. What's that one?
On your hip.
Yes.
Take care.
Yes, okay. Okay, Jeff, that's one's for you.
Have fun.
That's it.
I always have fun.
Which one's this one?
Getty.
Which one? Oh, ego.
Pride.
Right.
And that's
Always.
waste. We are waste.
One flow thingy.
One piece flow.
One piece flow. That's
And
fine.
who remembers the Pac-Man? It's a game, right? That's right. All right. We're going to listen to chapter 5. So grab your books quickly. I'm just going to put this on mute there. And I'll play this.
Chapter 5, What Bugs You? Let me give you some examples of how I've implemented lean at home, not just at work. I have a closet. When I go into the closet every morning, there are about 10 different suits that I wear, as well as my casual clothes and sportswear. The problem is that
Welcome.
I'm 50 years old and I'm blind as a bat. I can no longer
Collins
distinguish the
downstairs?
different colors with
Collins?
ease. Hey everyone, I'm the Watch Crypto.
Chapter 5.
Just so you know, I'm not some 40 guy who walks around in a suit all the time. It's not me. I'm a GT t-shirt guy, but I ran for the U.S. Senate and I was required to kind of wear suits all the time, kind of the protocol. Me, I'm always on the shop floor. Give me a pair of jeans or shorts, that's the way you normally see me. Back on track. When I built the house 16 years ago, I installed a light in the closet. It still works fine, but my eyes don't. With one light, you get shadows and dark corners, which means every morning is a struggle. I found myself pulling the suit out of my closet, not my polyester powder suit, of course, walking into the center of my bedroom under the brighter light in order to match a shirt and tie. After so many trips to and from the closet, I realized how tedious this had become. The process of getting dressed was bugging me. What would happen if I put 2 or 3 more fluorescent lights in there? There would be no more shadows or dark corners. That was my next weekend project. Today, my closet is illuminated as though God were talking to me in the morning. When I turn on that light switch, I can see every nuance of color differentiation between my suits, my clothes, my shirts, and my pants. Now, starting my day with something as routine as getting dressed no longer frustrates me or slows me down. These little victories are psychologically liberating. They sound like such small things, but when you simplify a necessary daily process from a tedious back and forth effort into an easy set of options, life gets really good, really fast. No more walking back and forth, no more guessing, no more mistakes, no more rework, no more hassle. I have been suffering for 16 years with a problem and never solved it. With one moment of recognition, this process really bugs me, and a commitment to fixing it, the weekend project, I improved one of the first processes I perform every day for the rest of my life. Lean is about fixing what bugs you. I learned this concept from Carl Wadenston from Vibeco. Carl is another one of those rare lean thinkers who makes lean both simple and fun. He runs a big company in Providence, Rhode Island that makes industrial vibrator. Yeah, for concrete and material, not you know what I mean. For both material handling and concrete.
Carl Wadenston, Vibeco vibrators, fix what bugs you. These are my 2 boys, Lars and Stan.
We're continuously improving every day. Keep our bearing slide here. I didn't like pulling them out of the tubes. Everything's labeled. Special bearings, whatnot, arrow stamp machine. We used to have to stamp these with a hammer. They had to line up, but now watch how easy this is. The other side lines up perfect every time. Taking the waste. We were pressing these SCR 100s, one of our highest volume units. So after we press them on the press, we have to pick up the hammer and hit them to free the bearing. One of the Palisades knows there's no hammers. So we made a fixture that holds the shaft. There's no tension on the bearing anymore. So now we just put it in the fixture, the cover on, press, and it spins freely. I took all of the tools I needed, and I put them all at waist level, so that whenever I'm working, I can just grab a tool and go. Fix what like before, when we only had one fixture, they had to set this somewhere, or maybe put it up on the row, and leave this one hanging. We found this from New Bighorn Rig. Stick it in there, it drains into the bucket. While it's draining, you can take your next piece, put it on a fixture, put it in the machine, now it's running. Now this is already grip drying a bit. Now you just take this, doesn't spray all over the place, sprays into the container, drips down into the bucket, less mess. Fix what bugs you.
And you know what? As a knowledge worker, working on the computer, working with customers, working with my team members here, I hated clicking, minimize, open screens. Could never type fast enough. I can click just once on we're used to taking 20 or 30 keystrokes, and I get at the information like this, and we're helping customers right away. So fix what bugs you. And why am I in the book? Because of this helmet. We're at war with waste, and we are going to win. Anyways, Carl's got a great sense of humor. All those people do as well. Carl has a radio show called The Lean Nation, or The Vibration Nation, and he runs around his company wearing a pith helmet declaring, "We are at war with waste." He's one of my best lean buddies, and he's turned me on to this concept. Remember, lean is simply fixing what bugs you. What bugged me was I couldn't see my clothes in the closet. So I took action, and I made it happen. Now, for the rest of my life, I enjoy the experience of getting dressed in the morning with good lighting as I look over my clothes. Not to mention, I got some honeydew points because my wife shares the same closet, and now she can see her clothes better as well. Everybody wins. Another benefit of lean. I have literally made hundreds of lean improvements in my home, but let me share with you one of my favorites. In the morning, I make tea. I like to put a little pack of Splenda in, some cinnamon, and then my tea. I do this every morning. The process is straightforward enough. I open the drawer, pull out a pack of Splenda, tear it open, dump it into my tea, turn around, walk to the trash, and put the empty Splenda pack in the trash. I then put a shot of cinnamon in my cup, and then put the cinnamon away. I put it in the tea bag, walk over to the hot water tap, put my hot water in, and I'm done. Actually, I don't like having to tear those packs of Splenda open. I have been doing it for years, and it drives me crazy. One day I decided to buy Splenda in bulk. I bought a little sugar shaker, put the Splenda in it. After that, my routine changed slightly. I would take the cup out, one shot of Splenda, one shot of cinnamon, put the tea bag in, put the hot water in, and I was done. I saved myself about 5 seconds, not having to tear up the Splenda pack. I know you're thinking, it's a small thing, but it's the small things that add up to the big thing. Next, I thought to myself, I'm the only one in the house that uses cinnamon and Splenda, so why not just take the cinnamon and put it in the Splenda shaker? Again, my routine was simplified. Now I just give one shake of Splenda cinnamon mix, then put the tea bag in, then the hot water, and I was done without making a single step. And I mean steps as in walking. Remember, I used to go to the trash can, throw out the Splenda, come back over. Now I've eliminated that whole process. So not only have I eliminated steps in the process, I've eliminated physical steps. I save myself maybe about 10 seconds every day for the rest of my life. Of course, I make about 3 or 4 cups of tea a day. So you multiply 10 seconds 3 or 4 times a day, and you see how making tea is now a breeze and gets me out the door that much faster. So quick review. Remember, I save 30 seconds per day, which equals 3 hours a year. That's significant. Distance, 10 steps per cup of tea times 3 cups per day is 30 steps. Saved per year is 32,850 steps, or 6 miles less traveled. I know a bunch of you are saying, well, that's exercise, Paul. I got news for you. The only time you do an exercise is when you're sweating. In addition, though, think about all the other wastes I've eliminated on a more global level. There are lots of processes involved. There's the process of getting Splenda in those packets, the waste involved in the labor and production that goes into making those little paper packets. Somebody has to make, print, transport those packets, then deliver, and the final product needs to be stored. Somebody has to inventory it in the store. I have to buy it, then take it home, put it in my closet, pull it out of the drawer, then I use it, throw it out, then the garbage truck has to pick it up and haul it to the landfill, and the landfill guy has to plow it under, and then the landfill has to be managed. There's a lot of waste associated with that one act, and yet it happens billions of times a day all over the world. Not just with Splenda, but with lots of things. And now I've eliminated all that. I don't have to waste that paper. I don't have to cut down that tree. Lean is really the ultimate green vehicle. I'll give you 2 more examples of what I've done in my home, though I could go on and on, because remember, lean's a big game for me, and I'm constantly improving everything. This one, though, is a favorite for those of us who hate cleaning off the grass that's packed underneath our lawnmower deck after we finish mowing. I used to bag my grass all the time, but that was a lot of time and a lot of waste, because I always was getting off the mower to empty the bag several times during the process. Remember, you're only adding value when you're changing things. When I'm actually cutting the grass, I'm adding value. But when I'm taking the grass clippings and dumping them, the grass is not getting cut. No value added, so that's waste. Somebody once suggested that I try mulching. I said, I didn't really want to do that because my lawn doesn't look that good after mulching. Well, I learned that if I mowed the lawn a little bit taller, getting less clippings, my lawn would actually start looking better in the long run. So I started mulching it. Now I have to fertilize less because the mulched grass is actually a lot healthier for the lawn. I save money and time by not having to fertilize half as much as I used to. Whether I bagged or mulched the grass, when I finished mowing the lawn, I actually had to go spray off and clean the bottom of the lawnmower deck because grass would get packed up on the blades underneath. I live in the Pacific Northwest where we mow even when it rains. And yes, it rains all the time. This was a big hassle and a lot of work.
I would have to get off my lawnmower, take a hose, stick it underneath the mower, and clean under the deck of my mower. It was a very labor-intensive process. I didn't like doing it. What would happen if I laid a pipe on the ground, drilled a hole in it, and hooked a garden hose up to it with a little on and off diverter switch? I would be able to drive the mower over the pipe, turn the little knob, and let the water spray up evenly underneath the entire deck. Well, I tried it, and guess what? It worked. It saved me a lot of time. I no longer had to get off and on the lawnmower. Lean is the process of continuous improvement, right? I didn't like how that hose and pipe contraption looked in my equipment area. So I took it one step further. What if I built that little pipe into the concrete, cut out a little hole, put in a pipe in there, put the concrete back over the top so that only little holes were visible in the concrete? Again, I just drove over, pulled the lever back, and the water sprayed up out of the concrete. My deck cleaning system was camouflaged. It was clean. No hose, no pipe contraption laying around to clutter up my work area. It was seamless. Well, I did it. And you know what? It works fabulously. My friends just drool over the cool mechanism I built. Why? Because it's actually cool and fun. This is lean thinking. Now, when I finish my lawn, it's easy and fun to clean off the bottom of the deck. I feel good. Oh, I feel good about the continued improved state of my home. Now, my last example, lean improvement in the house, is one of my favorites as well because it's so simple. My two children, 16 and 18 years old respectively, like to eat toast. They make their toast. Being teenagers, they leave the butter knife sitting on the counter. Frankly, this habit was driving me crazy for some time. It didn't matter how much I harangued them to put the butter knife on the edge of the dish or in the dishwasher. Oh, for a day or two it'd be remedied because my kids are good kids and they do listen to me sometimes. Soon enough though, that knife would start showing up again, leaving crumbs and butter on the counter. So one day I asked myself, why does the butter knife always end up on the counter? You see, it's always a process problem. I'm going off script right here. The answer is because the butter knife doesn't sit very long on the edge of the butter dish. It just falls off. So I wondered, what would happen if I used a paintbrush to butter my toast? I went over to the kitchen drawer, opened it up, and found this really cute pastry brush that was round and short and had little bristles on it, and very attractive for that matter. I took it over, I put it in the soft butter, and the brush stood up perfectly. I made a piece of toast to test the idea, and lo and behold, it worked perfectly. The butter brush stuck in the butter so it didn't fall out very easily, and it looks nice, standing straight up in that little butter dish. So when I came home that evening, my daughter said, "Hey Papa, that butter brush is so cool. It's so easy." That's the power of lean thinking. It works, and people recognize it works because life is simplified because the process was improved. And something that really bugged me before is resolved. Now that's a critical point I want to make here. Lean is really about removing those things that bug you. This is the way I teach lean because it's a fun starting point. People can understand and identify with all the things in their life that bug them and drive them crazy. Also, people enjoy being asked, what bugs you? Everybody's going to complain about something. The shy ones might not offer anything at first, but I guarantee you, they will start thinking about it. And before long, they will be just as engaged in the process as you are. When we reduce lean concepts down to simple ideas like this, everybody wins. This is why lean works everywhere it is tried, at home and at work. The quality of life can be improved. Just ask yourself every day, what bugs me? I guarantee you, your answer will surprise you. Okay, the one thing. You are at war with what
bugs you. Okay, it does that make sense? Hey? He's trying to say every little thing that bugs you, because when you say I'll make an improvement, it's actually easier to say actually what are you struggling with? What bugs you? So it's a really simple, stupid concept, and he uses a lot of examples that he started at home, and that makes a big difference. Okay, so I'll leave this one. I'll do the next one. So like a little example here, I'm gonna play this one, Trevor. Put you off mic. Okay, good. So this is
another really good example of fix what bugs us. So this is the lanyard we use for lean tours. We just had the first name on there first of all, then we improved it again because it really bugged us because several companies come on a tour on the same day. We weren't clear on what person was with what company, so we improved it again. Then on a tour last week, somebody asked, what's the Wi-Fi password? So we put the answer on there as well. So every time something bugs us, we stop and we fix it there and then. It's really a powerful concept.
It is really powerful. if we start using it. Okay. So a quick one around the room. Grab the microphone there. Okay, we'll start with you, Hasib. Just one thing. What's one small task that you do here every day that bugs you? Just a small thing. Can you think of anything?
Press my clothes.
Pressing your clothes.
Yeah.
But at work?
At work, moving the pallets from inside to outside.
Okay, moving the pallets from inside to outside. Okay, Rahim?
Just find difficulty to grab the things which are like at the third or fourth aisles, like on
Okay.
top sections. Yeah.
Okay. It's a good one.
Mostly picking up the things that are not placed at their own actual location.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these things.
That'll be a tough one to fix, but yeah.
Picking oil because it's too heavy.
Picking oil is too heavy. You need to get some muscle.
Yeah, so in freezer the chips are everywhere. So I think all the chips should be belong to one section. If I need to pick chips, then I don't need to go one corner and the second chips go to the other corners. I can put on pallet if they are only one section.
So you're talking about chips,
Chips.
frozen chips.
And it's all about the other items as well.
Oh, Collins, welcome.
So things should be organized basically.
Absolutely. I like that. Okay. Jeff, what about you? What's one small thing?
Things that aren't in their right place or they change day to day.
Okay. Okay, great. Gitsy?
A lot has been said that I can relate to, but what Rahim said was what I was gonna say.
Okay.
Trying to get things, especially in the chiller, that are high.
Okay.
And for me, it's better to get them there and then rather than wait until we've picked everything to start now.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Great.
some high stuff that we use every day shouldn't be.
Yeah, it shouldn't be out of reach.
Yeah.
High pick location.
Yeah. Especially
Okay.
like bacon. There's some that I use every single day. And
Okay.
it's a hassle.
All right. That's a good one.
I find like every day is a new day here because of the location. Every day.
Yeah.
It's
The
a new day
location
for
again.
us. Yeah.
It's really, guys are struggling with locations. Okay.
File and paperwork.
Filing and paperwork. Okay, good.
Too much.
Yeah, sometimes finding a small boxes for the mixing small items.
Okay.
That's really hard sometimes.
Say that again. Finding a small item.
Small boxes.
Small boxes, as in like
Yeah,
you know
empty
how
box.
the new process you brought in that you put all the small stuff for the one shop in.
Oh yes, yes.
Finding those boxes.
Finding a
is
box is
like trying to win World War III.
Okay. No boxes. Okay, that's a good point. What about you, Collins? What's something that's very small that bugs you that like when you're working here? And it's okay to say. What about finding something? Finding something that you can't find, or looking for tools or something. Looking for pens. Anything? Just a small. Okay. All right. Well, what I'm going to challenge you guys now to do is go, stop.
So for me, it's about a mindset. Are we going to accept the same BS every day? Or are we going to have a culture that says, no, that's not acceptable?
Yeah, sorry.
We're gonna stop and
It's
fix
a
it.
short one, Trevor.
You could say that that's a version of Lean. What organization does that not work in?
Okay. So what we're going to do now, a little exercise. 5 minutes. Let's go and fix what bugs you. Okay. So some of the things you said is not an easy fix, but let's look at fixing some things, right? And what I want you to do is I want you to take a little before and after video. So you got your phone. You hold your phone horizontal like that. Okay. And you say, this thing here irritates me or this bugs me. I'm going to fix it. And then you go fix it and we'll take another video. Okay. So do you guys want to do in teams or do you want to do it individually? Teams. Okay. Teams of 2. I'm going to come around. I'm going to help. Let's take 5 minutes. Let's not take too much time. Just take something small. Let's fix it. Okay. If your paperwork's, if you're struggling with the paperwork, it's a great one to start with. Take your phone. Let's video it and say this is not great. Okay. Let's quickly do that, and then we'll come back here. Okay. 5 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah. It's like
Let's go fix something. Let's go organize. Trevor will be back in 5 minutes, okay?
One thing that annoys me is going through all the pick sheets, load sheets, finding everyone for every individual run and putting them all together to staple them together. Try to find an easier way so I don't have to go through 50 pages of paper every night to find where each run is to put them in their groups.
Why these all are outside? Like we have to put it in the box. Now these each should be in the box.
Okay.
And everything is managed and like it's a clean area now. Now we
Okay.
can easy to pick it from there.
Finding empty boxes is sometimes really hard. Like we have to go through from this space, and we have 2 cages over here. And sometimes the boxes we have here are the damaged one, and even though sometimes it's really hard to grab the boxes. For instance, if we don't have enough space here, sometimes this area usually gets blocked, and we have to climb up here from this side to just grab the empty boxes. Luckily today we have some couple of boxes, but even these boxes are damaged. We cannot really send these boxes after putting some stuff in these boxes. So this was the main issue we faced, I believe.
The second thing is sometimes whenever we pick the heavy stuff, sometimes the buckets are like this much stuff is broken, so it's hard for us to grab it, and sometimes even we waste time just figuring out how to pick it, and even though we can fix it, but it will waste our time. So this is the issue as well. It's the second bug we face.
This thing bugs me. It's always up there. We pick it almost every day.
Up there.
Yeah. This is where I think it should belong, but there may be a better spot. But this is just below where it belongs.
Well, this bugs me. This should be thrown away by the day shift crew. Every day. They don't do it. Well, fixed it. Thrown in the trash.
So just addressing the issue regarding the cardboard or rubbish you're saying outside the cool room. The cardboard is there to go on top of pallets if you need it, and also I need it during the day sometimes, and I sometimes leave some boxes for you guys for packaging. That's all the reason there. That's all it is.
So location problem is like this. So you see 10 AA 1002 picnic 12 ounce, but we have here Chapter E, milkshake, Harvey's. So here is Chapter E. This thing is also bugs me like good. It's some very big boxes, and so you can see here we don't have much space, so we have to take these big boxes all the from here, and we have to take it from there to our pallet. You see there is a very congested area here, so it's really bug us. And one more thing, and you can see that there's lots of space, lots of empty spaces here in the aisle, but our AC aisle is very full, all the packaging stuff. So you can see it's all empty, lots of empty spots, but
the location of the shrink wrap is this. So I put this box right now, so the people, they are picking from here, and you can see it's really dangerous, so it can be fell down. So people, they are just picking one by one box from here. So when they end from the exact location, so someone put from here to here.
Fail again.
So this is the bug, I think.
Fail better. The world is yours. Treat everyone kindly.
I have to take the picking slip downstairs. Put it in the tray for the boys to pick, and
So, a solution before the wood
from the broken pallets and the nails sticking out. So like, if anything, chuck them here to the side so they're out of the way. If not, walk over to the bin. That way when the day shift comes on in the morning, we can punch.
For me, it's basically the sample room.
This bugs me
Sometimes I require
because every time we get a call from a customer that it's in the area, they said, "Oh, can I come and look at your showroom, see if I can pick other lines?"
I know that
doesn't
we
give
have
us
it
much
in
pride
here,
when
it's just,
you have to
I've
show
got to
them
go through all this
and
junk
take them through here, and
to basically get what I need.
it's become a dump.
We've
and,
tried cleaning it before, and
yeah,
it just
and it's needs a bit of a continuous cleaning, and it's just be easier if someone spends, a couple of, 10-20 minutes, tidy it up and put things back where they belong.
So here's the different greaseproof paper. Like that's for Grand Cafe. Like we have 3 different sizes, but don't have any label or measurement on any greaseproof paper. So when we go any picking order for greaseproof paper, every time I need to go upstairs to confirm that I picked.
You can see over here it's 8 ounce white cup, and whenever it's been picked, if they're out of a half carton, they pick the half carton and leave the rest of the sleeves over here, and after that they don't use it, due to which we have to sort things out, and they never go out rarely, and they just use the other boxes, not this sleeve. So I think they should pick this one first and then use the other boxes.
So just addressing the issue regarding the cardboard or rubbish you were saying outside the cool room. The cardboard is there to go on top of pellets if you need it, and also I need it during the day sometimes, and I sometimes
The thing that bugs me in this room for me is just the stock that's out of date, the stuff like this, the garlic bread, the bread on top as well, all the individual pallets at the back. I have rewritten them and started chucking some stuff in the bin. Certain things they let you and certain things you got to get approved for. It's just annoying because stuff like what I've got up there, I can be putting in these racks instead of having it up there, and it just makes it easier. If they run out of stock on here, they can just grab it from up there instead of having to climb up or get it up there. That's one thing that bugs me. And the only way I can really fix that is just writing it out and putting it in the bin. The only way, but like I said before, you have to have the approvals of certain products. You get in for that one, Yeah, every day you're finding coffee cups, heaps of just their own general shit. I've even found their own food scraps in here. That's why half the time I just don't bother doing it, because I don't know if anyone else noticed. I'm the only one that does it, and it gives me the shits hard out. Yeah, that's what really bugs me.
Okay,
to
guys,
do
so
that's
these are
not really an
these are our purchase
issue.
orders
More
expected stock
that's a
for
day
delivery.
shift thing.
We've got the,
Dave's just got to
cool
come
room,
out and
freezer,
start cleaning up the joint a bit more.
packaging,
Instead of
and
just letting one person do it.
Now,
So I
every-
do it
every
one
night,
day,
the guys in
someone
purchasing
else
have to
does it
print
the
out
next day.
all the new orders. They send them down. Every morning I go through them and slot them in for the next day, leaving the ones that haven't been received yet. Our next lot. Now in here, there are purchase orders that go to December. So every morning we have to go through that, slot them back in, day by day by day by day, so we can find them when they come. And I'm sure there's a better way of doing that, but I haven't worked it out yet. If anyone's got some suggestions for me.
But that bugs you, right?
It is, it's time consuming. It's good 15 minutes, 20 minutes every morning.